BulletSponge Bob. How y'all doing? Uh, this is gonna be a little harder than most videos for me to make because first off, I gotta be serious, and second off, I gotta talk about myself. I'm not too good at talking about myself, so I'm gonna try to keep the generalities and try to make this short. But it's basically an introduction for you guys to get to know me. You finally get to see me. I know a lot of you heard me, a lot of videos all over the place, but yes, so one of the few times you get to see me. There's a few out there that do know what I look like, but shh, we're going to keep this incognito for now. Uh, a friend of mine, Brian King, he had some questions about activism, and basically here they are. What made me want to be an activist in general, and want to do amendment-based auditing specifically? Well, what made me want to be an activist? I can't put my finger on one little thing that made me want to be an activist. I guess I would say it's just me. Uh, I have love for everybody and everything. I really don't want nobody harmed. I don't want nobody fighting. None of that good stuff. I want everybody to get together. However, you do have fools in the mix. They got to get their heads slapped upside the head. But that's for a story for a different day. What made me want to, I guess it would say the time I grew up in, the people I grew up around in, and the area I grew up in. Yeah, there was a lot of bigotry and that back in the time, but again, it just starts out with a few people saying, hey, wait, no, 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 that's just wrong. People have rights for this, people have rights for that. They have God-given rights that nobody should be infringed on for any reason. So, and again, I get into 1,000 examples to talk about things I've done, things I've seen, things I've played over and over, even to present. That I just, but we're going to say that as you guys get to know me down the road, maybe you'll figure out half of those things that I've been through. Uh, Second question was, what act of activism stands out to me as being the most influential point in time that I've been an activist? Well, A, I've been an activist pretty much my whole life, so I would say even things from before, when I was born, influenced me into being who I am now. Uh, I'm just going to give one example right off the bat. Rosa Parks, one person, sat in the back of the, was told to sit in one spot and said, no, fuck that. I'm going to sit where I want to, and enough of the bullshit. Well, of course, you know what happens? You got arrested, stuff like that. Well, that's what's going on now. A lot of people are just putting their foot down and saying, no, I have the right to say what I want. As long as it doesn't incite, blah, blah, blah. I have the right to carry a gun to protect me, my family, and my own country. From my own country. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe 50, 100 years down the road, but we have that right. Again, I'm not going to go into all those causes of why we should this, that, the other. But as far as the most influential point, there was a lot of them. There's sit-ins. I used to participate in a lot of sit-ins, and where we just sat there and said, no, civil disobedience. We're not listening to your rules, and if you want to arrest us and drag us off, then fine, arrest us, drag us off. We're not going to fight back. Again, I've know a lot of things that you just don't want to start fighting. Nothing is going to get solved arguing back and forth. Confucius said it best himself. He who raises his voice first in an argument or a debate has lost. If you cannot think logically, talk logically to somebody and show them where they're wrong. A, they're being ignorant. B, you're saying it wrong and you just want to stir up trouble. I am all for educating. I'm all for going out and not agitating and irritating people. That's why I say I don't like the word activism. Activism, some people do go out there, and I say they're wrong, and antagonize people. And antagonize police. Now, again, I understand that if you're a cop, you got thin skin, and you cannot stand being called a couple names, you shouldn't be a cop. It's a rough job. I wouldn't want to do it. Their life's in their hands. They got to deal with crazy people. They got to deal with people like me. They got to tell them they're doing things wrong. They got to remember. That's why police nowadays are trained. That way you get more police officers out there on the street doing their job because they're trained. They're not educated. They are trained. A big, big difference. And I guess the third question is, what advice could I pass on to activists now, to the form of activism that I take part in? But again, how you do it is up to you. I don't want anybody going out there and just saying, well, I'm just not going to causing, no. Peaceful resistance, intelligent arguments, not screaming matches. But if that's what you want to do to just get a cop going, that's you. But again, a lot of us have families and kids and jobs, and they're all going to be on jeopardy. And a lot of these activists out there are going out there just simply doing what their rights are. They're not out there to cause trouble. They are just out there to educate you on what our rights are. If you don't think we can say this, that, or the other on the street, you can debate about it. You can talk to anybody about why you should not use a camera here, or why you should go into the post office with a camera there. You can debate with an officer about why I should not have to give you my ID. No, it's not because I'm scared or I'm hiding anything. That's my right. I could have the right to walk by you and not have contact with you. You do not have the right to sit there and grab my arm and turn me around and demand that I talk to you and answer your questions and show you my ID when I'm just walking along, doing nothing. So, I know I went on and on and on, probably longer than I wanted, and this is only done to be temporary. I do have a whole list of people I would like to say that they're doing a great job out there. Furry Potato, you're number one in my book. There's James Freeman. There's News Now Patrick. There's tons of them out there. But again, Sasquatch, Cybertron. I can go on and on. I think on my list I have about 50 that I'm following, and activism, again, is not so much going out there and getting in people's faces and talking to people. It's all the people in the background too. The people that are watching your backs on the cameras, on your live streams, calling in, and making sure that the auditors out there are safe. Those are the bread and butter of auditing. I'm not saying that if you're following a certain auditor and they get in trouble, that you should call that precinct and nonstop like crazy. Because sometimes that's going to do more harm than good. After the fact, I'm not saying you should go to their Facebook page and show videos to the whole community of how their officers are dumb. I'm not saying that at all. That's up to you. But it's not just everybody out there on the street. Yes, there's got to be lots more. There's not enough. There's 50 states. Each state has how many counties. Each county has how many towns. And each town is run by some bozo somewhere. That you're going to walk in there with a camera, and the next thing you know, the SWAT's in there pulling you over and rifling through your car, and you know where it goes there from there. But how do you put it? You help in one way or another. If you can't be out there, or because of your family, stuff like that, and you don't have the time, there's always other ways to help. Like I do. I'm on here, I'm watching as many as, I'm retired, so I got all the time in the world. I can follow as many as I want, and sure enough, if one of them is going to get in trouble, I'm calling. Uh, I'm not calling and yelling at them and stuff like that. I'm just calling saying, I have my own way. I'm watching a comedy here. I got a bunch of cops here that think that somebody on the sidewalk cannot photograph in public. Now, isn't that silly? I think you better call your cops before they make a fool of themselves. Do it lightly like that. But again, there's some that again, with the community, we're going to know if you got to do bad calling, when to do it. But most of the times at the beginning, hold off on the calls. Unless they're immediately in danger, which we're going to see from their live feed. You know, call in for their concern. Make sure they're all right, but don't go nuts till afterwards. Well, I didn't say go nuts afterward. So anyhow, I guess I'm going to cut this off here because I'm going to ramble and ramble. There's tons of shit I can talk about all the time, but I'm not going to do it right now. So this is just a short one, and down the links on my station, I'm going to have pretty much all the auditors I know. So you can link to them, watch them, help them, protect them. There's a lot. So, and if you think there's not much, watch the arbiters on the links down below and see all the stuff they're going through and say, do you dare do it? Do you dare just walk into a post office, hold a camera, and not say a damn word? It's legal. You can do that. Walk right into a post office, take pictures of all the posts, don't say anything. Stay out of everybody's way. Don't cause a commotion. Just walk around quietly. Take pictures. And walk out. If they say they're going to call the police, don't say nothing. The police come, try not to say nothing. Try not to answer a question. I dare you. See what happens. You don't think there's a problem? Go ahead. I dare you. If there is a problem, you're going to have a problem. And if you're scared to do it, that means there's a problem. So this is BulletSponge Bob. Thanks for listening. See ya.
unfortunately, every group has their problems. These are ours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please allow us a moment to introduce ourselves to you. We are the Skids.
Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a song about my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, mine too.
Mine too. Hey, shut up! Hey, Maestro, let me get a C flat.